So again, when it comes to the pre-processing side of things, we've got the boundary conditions. There are many different boundary conditions that we can use, but we'll be focusing on the velocity inlet and the pressure outlets. We've got a couple of the boundary conditions named out, and I'll go straight into the actual setting up the boundary conditions again. So I'll just go straight to the model. On the left-hand side, I've got my boundary conditions. If I double select cell zone conditions enclosure, I can see that the material selection is air. I'm going to exit out of that. Now I've got all my boundary conditions here. Now if I select enclosure, I can right-click enclosure and display it. It's just showing the chassis. So if I double-click on that, the default goes to a stationary wall, a stationary no-slip wall, which is fine. So that's going to be the same for the end plate, the front wing, and just the front wing. Now the ground, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to give it a moving wall condition. So I'm going to give it, the inlet's going to be at 11 meters per second, so I'm going to give this 11 meters per second. And looking at my triad on the bottom right-hand corner, it's in the negative Z direction. So I'm going to go 0 and go negative Z, and then press OK. Now my inlet, if I double-click on that, you can see that it thinks it's a wall type. And I've got wall type at the bottom. I can go here and select velocity inlet. So it's going to give me my velocity magnitude. I'm going to give that in as 11 meters per second. Press OK. I'm not going to bother with my interiors because they're already set as a boundary condition. And now I've got my outlet. Again, double click on that. It thinks it's a wall. Exit, type, and let's go pressure outlet. So I've got a 0 gauge pressure with an average pressure specification selected. I'm not going to change the rod or the stand. And I'm going to just change the symmetry boundary condition to symmetry. The wall is going to be a moving wall at 11 meters per second in the negative Z direction. And it's again the wheel. Alright, so with the wheel, I'm going to give it a moving wall, sorry. It's going to be rotational. The speed is 55 radians. So just the way to figure that out is using velocity over radius. So just velocity over the radius. And what I'll now do is I'll add in the rotational axis origin. So using space claim, you can figure out roughly where the origin of the axis is. So this is around 0.63, Y is around 0.22. Keep in mind units, and here we've got 0.89. And we're actually rotating around the x-axis. And if you use your right-hand rule, so again, thumb in the x-axis, you can see the wheel is rotating in the correct direction. So we're going to press OK. And those are my boundary conditions set up. Alright, so we'll go back to here. Let's have a look at turbulence. Okay, so